Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 4th to the 10th of May 2020. We have a very big week coming up because we have the full moon in Scorpio on Thursday morning. So heading towards that, everything's ramping up. It's one of the most potent full moons of the year. But to begin the week, we have a couple of aspects: Venus square Neptune and the Sun conjunct Mercury on Monday. So this is calling to our creativity and our message. So as we've had time to slow down in the month of Taurus, which is generally very earthed and creative, then it's time to have a look at the message in our art. It's beautiful just to create, to be in that space, to get out of the mindset, to get out of the need to think and control, dive into creative pursuits. But by Monday, maybe have a look at what is the message of your art. So Neptune is a higher calling Venus up. Say, yes, we're producing, but what's the real spiritual message in that? Where is that creativity and that inspiration coming from? It's the challenge there to find that. And then the Sun conjunct Mercury tends to have Mercury being the pure messenger for our light. So to tune into this, maybe have a look at some of the artists and the creatives that have influenced us as the experiencer. What is it that you value in other people's art? What message does that deliver? Without having to copy that, can you add that extra energy into what you're creating? Can you have a think about the experience of the experiencer and the alchemy, the process that takes place? So for example, we go into a theatre, we're in one state of mind, we leave altered. Or we go and see a great piece of art or listen to a piece of music and it changes us. So I feel on Monday it's always a great day for reflection and to be inwards, but to take those creative expressions and actually find the source of what is it that you're saying, what is it that you care about, will be a great task for the beginning of the week. By Tuesday, the Sun passes over the central point of Taurus, and this is the real Bealtainer. This is the real centred point of the Taurian month and of the wheel of the year. So we can harness our power with focus and determination on Tuesday. Then when we take our strength and passion and we pledge it with righteous and noble determination, then we're really starting to produce from the inside out. But in order to do this, we have to challenge whether we're right first, whether we're coming from the right place. So on Wednesday, have a look at stubbornly held beliefs and whether they're undermining you, even if that's coming from a place of well-meaning. Saturn in Aquarius is really challenging us to make sure that we're coming from our centre and from the right place with clear vision. And this heads us into the full moon in Scorpio. That's 17 degrees Scorpio for anyone that's following along, and at 11:45 AM UK time. Scorpio full moon, like I say, is often one of the most potent. And opposite the Sun in Taurus, we have the balance of conscious and subconscious energies. We need to bring those into balance. The outside world, the physical with Taurus, and the deep subconscious waters of Scorpio. Mercury and Neptune are in fine alignment to lift our minds higher and our thoughts and our feelings to transcend our psychological human condition. So if we embrace and embody our power, liberate ourselves from the false narrative, let go of anything that cannot sustain because it's no longer true, then we engage with this deeply alchemical full moon. And these energies fit in perfectly with the story of the rest of the week. So significant changes are happening. We'll see them reflected sooner or later on the outside. But to remain flexible in heart, mind and spirit is the walking meditation for Friday. By the weekend we have a couple of alignments. Mercury making a trine aspect to Pluto, that's very helpful. Alchemical, transcendental, helping us raise up from that psychological human belief system. Mercury trine Jupiter, helping us to realise our sovereignty. And Sun sextile Neptune, helping us be the fountain of spiritual light that we are when we're uncluttered, standing in our pure energy. But most importantly, Saturn retrogrades back in the 1st degree of Aquarius until late September. So over the summer, Saturn will retrograde into Capricorn to tie up the loose ends from the last 2 to 2.5 years. So the retrospective there is to look how far we've travelled into our knowing, into our foundations and our core strength, to anchor in this place, to learn to stand on and for what really matters. So it's as if we've had the external scaffolding taken off, no longer reliant on external structures, standing strong and tall and self-supported. So we're realigning to our power, but real power requires discipline. When we take responsibility for our thoughts, words and actions, having thoroughly revised our belief system, with careful research, then a transformation takes place in the way that we actually manifest our own reality. So altogether this is a very deep week, not to get caught up in the external, but to really focus on your inner strength, to be flexible enough to change, study your story but not get caught up in it. Use these energies to rise up to the higher mind, body, soul and spirit, and to know who you are and what you stand on and for. That's the accumulation of the messages that I'm getting for this week. If you'd like to see where this is happening for you, I am available online for one-to-one readings, so that you can align this with your own soul plan, your own birth chart. Because we can't really know who we are until we can understand our chart and embody all the energies within. Each planet in our chart represents an archetype within us. We have many more tools in our kit than just the sun. So once you go and you reconnect with your inner warrior with Mars, your rebel with Aquarius, your high priestess with Neptune, then it's a soul retrieval. Because your birth chart, the position of the planets when you were born, is actually your own unique vibrational signature, your own dynamic. But the world has us in a one-size-fits-all mentality. So if you'd like to come and explore your inner landscape, your inner universe, your soul plan, then we can direct that to recreate a new life of purpose and vision, so that when we come out of this slowdown, we're not going back to how we were, we're actually engaging with the inner calibrations of what's happened, and we re-emerge, reborn from the chrysalis. So if you'd like to do that, I'm available zoehines7@gmail.com. I post daily on Facebook at AstroZo, Instagram at zoehines7. These videos are on my YouTube channel, Zoe Astro, with many more, and my website is www.astrozo.com. So it feels like the midpoint of the slowdown now. We're really getting to the crux of the matter, taken deep within to anchor from that point. And like I say, to then start to create from there. When we look back at the end of this, we'll see how much we've changed and how we couldn't go on the way that we were. There'll be a sense of relief and celebration and coming home to self that we experience in the summer. So go deep this week, stay focused, stay centered, be sovereign, be independent, let go of anything that's no longer your story, but really find the essence of who you are. That's the message of this week. So those are the horoscopes this week, and I'll see you next week.